Okay, so I didn't mean to shut the computer off, but we had to pick a parent chain, so that's where we're at right now. This says the organic family, it's a saturated alkane. This tells you the parent chain. This is referring to where it attaches, okay? That it's CH3, that's what a methyl group means. Di means that there's two of them. So then what do you suppose this means here? That's telling you where they are at, okay? So what is an ethyl group? Okay, so you can say this, C2H5, or you can say this, 2 carbons and 5 hydrogens. It means the same thing. And then finally, what's the 3 telling you? Where it's located. Now, what was the first hydrocarbon that we had said? Butane, right? And that's just not big enough. And this is why. Okay? You're doing what I asked, but it just wasn't specific enough. This is why. So if we did butane, okay, I mean, this is fine, putting a methyl group above and below. But then on the third one, if we put an ethyl group down here, we'll stretch that out a little bit. Okay, what would this parent chain possibly be then? It's branched. So if you can figure this out, you are very well under your way to understanding this. Who's lost right now? Okay? So how would you determine what the parent chain is? The longest continuous chain, right? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Or we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's quite a few different ways that's going to go. So we're not at heptane yet. So with that, let's just go ahead and start over with this and just say, okay, we want heptane. There's 4, 5, 6, 7. So there is heptane. Now, you tell me, do you want to work right to left or left to right? Okay, so working left to right, on the third carbon over, what are we going to put? C2H5. Okay, you can do that, or again, you said you can do this. These mean the exact same thing, what I'm putting in the box here. Okay, these mean the exact same thing. Okay, so now what do we do here? Okay, so here we've got a methyl group and a methyl group. Okay, why do you suppose, why is this 3 written first? Doesn't 2 come before 3? It does, but it's the actual naming, okay? All right, you go by this guy here and this guy here. So alphabetically speaking, what comes first, the E or the M? We disregard prefixes, except isopropyl, but we don't do isopropyl groups at this level. That's more so general chemistry and organic for seniors, okay? So alphabetically speaking, that's why this is written first, okay? So then why do these numbers have to be so small? Why can't we just put them, maybe why not just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. 5-FO6, 6 dimethylheptane. What sport are we playing here? Golf. Okay, and the idea in golf is to do what? Get the lowest possible combination. Okay, so this was a pretty hard example. Would you agree that this one was somewhat difficult? Okay, so now that we've talked our way through it, we said it's difficult. How many of you feel a little more comfortable looking at that difficult compound saying, yeah, we're getting a little more clear? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, there's some hands that are going up that can help you, should you choose to ask them. All right. Can I erase this? Okay, well, if not, you can always go back and find the appropriate spot. Okay, so let's do okay. Naming those two structures. What is the difference? This top one would be called what? That's right. How did you know that? There's 8 carbons. Okay. What about this guy? Yeah, it's an octagon, which is fine, but combine what you had said over here. Okay. Why does this have to go first? If you are doing the geometrical shape, you're saying this is a ring structure, which it is. So cyclo, and I know this is kind of repetitive, kind of like if you had to spell vacuum. Sending some of your friends, this lecture is just terrible. Looks like we're holding. No? Oh, okay. Fair enough. So, if you had to spell vacuum, we know that it's, what is it, V-A-C-U-U-M. Kind of strange, isn't it? So if we're spelling this, oddly enough, kind of like microorganisms too, okay? So cyclooctane, the 2 O's are next together. It's not cyclooctane or cyclooctane or cyclooctane. All right, so, what would that be? Cyclobutane. Okay, 4 carbons. Remember where the lines intersect, there's a carbon atom. Just like here, where these lines are intersecting is a carbon atom. Okay, so 4 of them means butane, but it's the ring structure, so you call it cyclobutane. Okay. Left outside, we on the bus. Left middle, middle, right middle, right outside. Okay? Well, we see some so-sos. I didn't see any for sure no's, but remember we said look for people who have their hands up. They can help you should you choose to reach out to them. Okay, so, okay, first of all, again, find your longest continuous chain, which is how many carbons? 5. And it doesn't matter which way you go. If you just want to go this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, that wouldn't be right. Obviously going this way would still be the same, or even going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 5 carbons. We all agree. What is the parent name for, so we know it's pentane. It's an alkane, okay, because it's all saturated and single bonded. Is there anything branching off of that pentane? Yes. We've got, let's look at it this way, okay? If we had this, we still have pentane. Where is that group branching off of? Should we go left to right or right to left? It doesn't matter. Because if you go left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the third one, going this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's on the third one. But if we throw this in the mix, do we still go left to right? No, we go right to left, because if we go this direction, they're on 3 and 4. If we go this direction, they're on what number? 2 and 3. So therefore, that's what we would go with. Does that make sense, that analogy? Okay, so now, on the second and third carbon, what are those groups called? Methyl groups, okay? You've got to remember, if there's 2 of them, you put di. That's a prefix for 2, and then the numbers are just telling you where they're located. Okay? All right. Do you want to go over more examples, or are we set to go? Left outside. Left middle, middle, right middle, right outside. Okay, so we're nodding our head yes, so that means, here we go. All right, so we'll catch up to you next time.